Strawberry story time!
Hi everyone, welcome back. Are you ready for a story? Well, today I'm in my barn for a very special reason. Today's story is called A Spider and His 6 Strings. It's written by aloud and she's asked me to read it to you. It's all about a spider who lives in a barn and he's scared of heights. He doesn't want to go up there with all of his spider friends. He wants to stay downstairs on the floor. I'm not sure that's a good idea for a spider. Shall we go and find out? Come on.
As the musty old barn collected moisture from the storm outside, Lucas had found the perfect spot. Lucas, a fuzzy brown spider, was hard at work creating his web between 2 pieces of wood on the ground. He was not like the other spiders. The other spiders made their webs up high, swinging from corner to corner. Not Lucas. He preferred his entanglement on the floor, close to the ground. He felt safe from the uncertainty that came with climbing. He created his web by walking back and forth, making straight lines. Lucas whistled happily and thought about the time he got himself stuck in his own web. "That's not how you spin a web," scolded Copper, a smooth reddish-brown spider. Copper's long, prickly legs stretched out as he crawled to the ledge. "A spider swings from corner to corner and crisscrosses his web. Stick to the pattern. Your web should look like mine." Lucas's big brown eyes opened wide as he looked up high and shivered with fear. His shaky voice replied, I can't make a web like yours. I'm afraid to be at the top." "A spider afraid of heights? That's unheard of," groaned the big, sleek spider. A blanket of dust covered the corner of the barn. That did not stop the silky fibre that Copper was creating. Climbing as high up as he could crawl, the chaotic spider continued to build. Lucas sadly listened to the falling rain and watched the spiders spin their glittering webs. Lightning lit up the dark skies as the cool air flew through the barn. "Hello," squeaked a fluffy wet mouse. The clouds rolled in with no warning. Maggie felt nightfall had come early. Trembling and scared, she needed a friend. "My name is Maggie. Do you mind if I sit with you during the storm?" "Hi, I'm Lucas. Of course you can sit with me. The storm is nothing to be afraid of. You are safe with me." Lucas wiped away a tear trickling down his cheek. "Why do you seem gloomy?" the spirited mouse asked. "I cannot make a web as perfect as theirs," looking up at the busy spiders. "My webs are boring straight lines. I am afraid to climb to the top of the barn." "Let's take a look," smiled the silver mouse. Maggie tugged gently on one of the strings that Lucas had worked very hard to make. Ching! Out came a strange sound that they had never heard before. "That was a funny sound," they giggled. Maggie continued to pick at the next string and ping! Lucas plucked on the other straight string and sling! Wing drap stream! Each thread from his web made an unusual and different sound. Listening to the strange new sounds coming from the web, they could not help but move their bodies up and down, nod their heads back and forth, and sway their legs side to side. They were making music, beautiful music. "Strum on!" yelled Maggie, the thrilled mouse. "Strum on!" Lucas noticed that the big spotted spider Copper was not dancing or smiling. Copper reflected on that sunny spring day he was shown how to spin a web. Observing the accuracy and precise layout of his family's webs were amazing. He knew on this bright day, when the time came, he too was going to create the biggest, highest web that he could. Copper looked at Lucas unhappily and said, "I thought spiders were supposed to make their webs up high." Lucas turned to Copper and asked, "Is that what you want to do with your web?" Yes, it is," smiled Copper. "I'd love the highest peak. I love the thrill of swinging up above." "Then that's what you should do," Lucas shouted towards Copper. "You are good at making the curviest, highest webs. And well, it looks like I'm good at making straight, low to the ground webs." Then the speckled spider reached over his own web and tugged gently. Bong! "Wow!" shouted the wide-eyed spiders. Copper's web also made an unusual sound, a deep bass sound. "Together we can make music, beautiful music," sang Copper. Before long, all the earthly creatures in the barn were bobbing their heads and boogied on down. "It sure is more fun spinning webs to music," smiled the other spiders in the barn. "A spider that can make music with his web, that's unheard of," they shouted happily. Lucas turned to Maggie and thanked her. He now understands that it is okay to do things differently. Maggie gave Lucas a warm hug and thanked him for being by her side during the storm. The rain orchestrated with the drip, drop, drip, drop. The frogs synthesized deeply with the rabbit, rabbit. The snakes harmonized with the s. As a vibrant rainbow stretched across the sky, the inspired spiders danced and made beautiful webs. One spider made a star in the middle of her web, and another made a dragon. Not one design was the same as the other. A different web is just what the spiders needed. Lucas was happy that he had made such a special web. He was even happier that he had made some special friends, Maggie and Copper. We'll see you on our next adventure.
Did you like that story? A spider and his 6 strings. It was good, wasn't it? Who would have thought that plucking those strings could make some beautiful music? Everybody's different, aren't they? It's good to be different. Thanks for listening, guys. If you want to support the author, all the links will be in the description below. See you next time. Bye!